Hello everybody, James here from KJ Fishing, and this is my May Lucky Tackle Box. Let's get into it. So first up in the box, guys, we got a Boy Ducket spinnerbait. It's for $7.99. It's in a white chartreuse tail type color, and it's got two blades. It's a pretty sweet spinnerbait. I'm not going to be able to use it in my lake right now because the water is so clear, but definitely when I go out to lakes that have a lot more muddier water, I'm definitely going to give this a go. Chartreuse tails work awesome when it's muddy water or not very clear water in general. So make sure that if you do have dirty water, to be throwing those more colorful baits so they stand out. So next up, guys, we got the Eerie BD3. Now this is going to average you guys $9.99, so that's a really expensive bait already that we've gotten two of. And this is like a see-through type crankbait. This is actually a rattle trap. This is actually wicked. I'm going to be throwing this a lot. It's going to be imitating a bluegill or a sunfish, anything along those lines, and it really does look like it does a good job of that. Definitely going to give it a go, guys. If you don't know, rattle traps are an awesome way to catch fish, especially ripping them out of weeds, so definitely give those a go. Multi-joint swim bait, it's also $9.99. So this is also almost $30 in baits already, and I'm only on the third bait. Now this is just a typical jointed swim bait. It's got a bill on it, which is a little bit different. I don't typically throw jointed swim baits with bills, but I'll definitely give it a go. It's going to be imitating like those Snell or anything like that. So definitely give this a try, guys. It looks pretty good craftsmanship, actually. I'm definitely not as hyped about the other two baits, to be completely honest, but it definitely does look like a good bait. I'll definitely give it a go, guys. So next up, we got some Genius baits. This is the Genius Baits Weedless Wacky Rig. I don't know even what these are. No, these are the Fishing Physics something rathers here, guys. They're not actually on my sheet. Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, so they're $6.99, guys. They're a weedless wacky rig type bait. This is actually really cool. And they're soaked in some sort of juice there. I've definitely give these a go. I'm not going to open them up until I'm on the water, just because they are in a liquid. But they're like a white wacky rig type deal. I throw a lot of white wacky rigs, and so this will definitely look good. They're really big too, guys. So definitely gonna give this a go. Probably around somewhere in the weeds or anything. But wow, those are wicked, guys. Those are retailing at $6.99, guys. So next up, we have a Black Angel Lures. This is the Intruder Green Pumpkin. It's a typical jig type hook. They're definitely, jig hooks are always good, guys. You can never really go wrong with a jig hook. And it's actually not on here. This one is not, but definitely a cool bait. Sometimes they'll throw in some extra baits for you guys, especially if you get the XL box. So definitely going to use that. I use it a lot of times with swim baits, guys. And I'm trying to nose those swim baits down on the bottom. I'll definitely throw one of those types of hooks. Next up, we got the Biowa Performance. Look at how tiny these are. These are the Ultra Hog 3 inches. Those are like a little tiny itty bitty finesse hog. These are going to be $5.99, guys. Look at how cute they are. Those are awesome, guys. Definitely going to be throwing those on a drop shot. Drop shots can basically kill anything, and these are so tiny that you could definitely pick up. Maybe even if those fish were in a post-spawn type of condition, and or they were really shut down, those little baits sometimes can actually trigger those fish, just because if you wave in front of their head long enough. So definitely going to give that a go. Probably later in the year when they're not feeding as hard, but definitely going to give it a go. And last but not least, and wow, we got some Mustat size 8 hooks. These are treble hooks, guys. These are nice hooks, guys. These are going to be running you $4.99. And so now I've got hooks to replace my crankbaits. Make sure you guys replace crankbaits. This is my tip I'm going to give you for these ones. If you're not replacing the hooks on the crankbaits, you're not going to be catching as many fish, because you're going to be losing a ton of fish from those doll hooks, guys. So make sure you pick up crankbait hooks. Don't go cheap and change those crankbaits. Those crankbaits are worth a lot more than 2 or 3 hooks are. So make sure you guys get that done. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. It helps me out a ton. This box was actually awesome. I got a lot of baits I liked, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.